Hi guys, it's me, Tom. We're starting the stream soon. It's going to be really good. So please stick around. I'm desperately please. Okay, I'm not actually that desperate, but okay, I'm lying, I really am. Please stick around. The stream's going to be good, I promise you. There's going to be so much coming up in this stream. But I promise we are going to be starting soon. Although if you are really early, there's a good chance you might actually watch this over again. Depending on how quick I get to the stream. So enjoy it again, maybe. Unless you hate it. As I say, coming up in today's stream is plenty of me mispronouncing names, probably losing quite a few games, maybe a bottle job, and the very occasional win. And of course, I'm not doing good manager in this. Hi guys, it's me, Tom. We're starting the stream soon. It's going to be really good. So please stick around. I'm desperate. Please stay. Please. Okay, I'm not actually that desperate, but okay, I'm lying, I really am. Please stick around. The stream's going to be good, I promise you. There's going to be so much coming up in this stream.
Let's go, everyone. Welcome back to the Nice Skirt Shredder. We are looking to try and win the title today. We are trying to go back-to-back in the Slovakian top division. We are trying to qualify for next season's Champions League after we were horribly knocked out of the competition last stream on Monday, losing to Barcelona. It was a tough one. I'm not going to lie. I thought we had a chance of beating Barcelona, and potentially, if we didn't mess things up, one of our players gave the ball away in such a stupid situation. And it just feels like if that didn't happen, we could have got to extra time, we could have got to penalties, we could have beaten Barcelona in the Champions League knockout playoff round, made the round of 16, but it wasn't to be in the end. It was rather unfortunate. We gave it a good go, but now all we can do is focus on the league title to try and get ourselves back in the Champions League next season. So that's what we're going to do this evening. We're not going to stop until we win the league title or the season finishes and we bottle things, because things are going a little bit weird in the league. We'll talk about that in a few moments' time, but we'll see how we get on for the rest of the season. 2 games until the end of the regular season, and then 10 games in the second phase of the season. We fight for the title against the other top 6 teams. So all of that to look forward to this evening. Hope you're all doing well. Who's in the chat then? Let's have a look then. Youngles here, mate. Good to see you. Super Mario Dinosaurs. Hello, my friend. How are you? Welcome, Tome, he says. Hello. He says yo. I say hello. Yo, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. Republica Maka. Hello, my friend. What up, Home Slice Wordinator? Word to you. Hope you're doing all right. Daubry Dem Thomas. Hello, Woj. How you doing? Did you know that Jelena under 19s won over Liverpool in the UEFA Youth League? I did not know that. That is a really impressive little fact there, to be fair. Congrats to Jelena on the win there. They're still top of the second division in our save, I believe. We'll look at that in a second. I believe. Quarantine Love Element, good to see you. Mostly PL Dub in the chat, he says. Hello, my friend. How are you? Michael's here. Evening, mate. How you doing? Thomas, hello. Bushy, great username. How's the day going? Going good, thank you. I got all the stuff that I needed to get done today done, which means I'll have less work to do tomorrow and over the weekend, which is quite nice. So I was up quite late last night just scripting stuff out and then got it all finished today and recorded. So late night last night, but worth it now because I can kind of just chill a little bit more now for the rest of the week. Sometimes you've got to get those grinds done and then you can sort of take the pressure off and just like you can relax a little more. So yeah, it was a good day, thank you, mate. How was your day? How was everyone's day in the chat? Let me know. Watching as a Middlesbrough fan, love the Borough FM save. Hello Les, good to see you. Glad you enjoyed the Borough save. Yeah, it was good fun, that one, although it didn't quite end so well, did it, when I got sacked there, which is not quite so good. Just beat Arsenal, Man United, managing Wolves in Season 1. Nice one, mate. I'm very proud of you as well. Very proud of you as well. In fact, I'm going to do a Wolves rebuild in Football Manager soon. Actually, it might be the next-ish video that I'll start recording actually soon, to be fair. So let me know who I should sign for Wolves in Season 1. If you're doing well like that, who should I sign? Paul Fabian, I can't say his surname, scored one of the goals in that game. Insane result. Massive result for them. What's up, Piper? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Fed and away, or fed and water, says Mr. Nugget in the chat. Time to lock in and chill and watch this. Yeah, we just had like this really nice pasta Laura made. It was like a minestrone soup pasta. It was really good. She's wonderful. She's such a good chef and cook, and I'm incredibly lucky that she enjoys cooking as well, because that makes my life a little bit easier. And she makes some really nice stuff too, so it's good. Love your Baduz challenge. I've never done a Baduz challenge, to be fair, but it's something I should do at some point. Oh, Woj, you're talking to Woj, not me. That makes a lot more sense. Sorry, Woj. I will do one at some point. It just seems like such a ball ache to do, though. Glovinator, hello, he says to everyone. Hello, back from everyone to Glovinator. Just working on my Genk save, trying to see if I can get us the national team job as well. What, the Belgian job? That'd be pretty sick, to be fair. Had a good day today, cheers. Got some serious writing done on my new book. Oh, wait, congratulations, that's really cool. Are you allowed to tell us a bit about the book? Or is it all kind of under wraps until it's all... No pressure, I'm just curious. That's all I am, just curious. Right, if I can find the right button on the stream deck, into that folder, in-game, let's get ourselves into the game. So as you can see, we narrowly lost to Barcelona 3-2 on aggregate in the Champions League knockout playoff round last time out. Do I want to see this again? The reason we couldn't go to extra time in this game is because of this. In fact, do I want to see this again? I've loaded it now. Although the game is maybe deciding we're not going to sit. There we go, generating match report now. This is the reason we couldn't go. Okay, well the game crashed. Right, what a great start to the stream. Game has crashed, everyone. We'll just go back to this for a moment. Talk amongst yourselves while I sort this out. I know my stream deck's going to go a bit weird now. For whatever reason, whenever an application opens or closes, the my stream deck like changes all my volume settings on it, sort of then to not deafen myself. Take this off, right? Steam 2026. What a start! I guess the game didn't want you to see it, so we won't watch it. We don't have to see the awful mistake our player made that resulted in their goal and resulted in. Turn that down as well. It was a really bad mistake, to be fair. It's a sign it can't bear to show. Exactly. Classic FM26. Good stream. What a start. I haven't had any issues, really, with crashing, apart from this last week, which is really weird, considering that there's been not an update in my last week. There was one a couple of weeks ago, but it's literally in my last week I've had issues. And the issue I've really had, the video I was recording today actually, it was, Maximus and Titus, that video we did on YouTube where we made them players. I was doing their manager careers this time. And every time I clicked on, not every time, but I'd say about 25% of the time that I clicked on a club's history, because on the club history you can then go to the manager history to see when they got sacked and things like that. 25% of the time that I clicked on that tile, it crashed the game, which was really weird. So I'm not entirely sure what go on with all of that, but we'll try this again, shall we? And if it crashes again, we'll never look at it ever again in our lives. But so I kind of hope it doesn't work, because it really was a bad mistake from our player last time out. But once we've done that, we'll start to look. Here we go. So Amara D puts the ball into the middle. It's cleared. Goes to Fane over here. This actually might start earlier than I was expecting it to start, if I'm honest with you. We pass the ball around the area a little bit. And then it comes over to Ortiz here. Look at Ortiz. He just falls over. He just falls over under no pressure at all. I want to analyse this a little closer. We're going to drop the speed down to 0.75. We're going to the free camera as well. Bro did it. Literally, Bro did a Gerrard. He literally did. And that's the reason that we drew this game and didn't go to extra time. So what does he do here? I want to get behind him. We can see there's... Who's this here? Gavi. Gavi is not going to touch him. He just falls... It literally is a Gerrard, isn't it? Can you just go back 10 seconds? I want to see his face when he does it. I want to see his face. Oh, bless him. And then it just gets ruined, doesn't it? It just gets ruined when Tony Fernandes puts it past Jan Christoph Bartels and... Oh, dearie me. Temporarily lost his knees. He did, didn't he? He did. So we're out of the Champions League. That's the reason why we're out of the Champions League. It was really quite bad, to be fair. Really quite bad. So I lost to Barca with Betis in the Copa del Rey and UCL Conference League final. Oh my word, my friend. At least it was the knockout playoff round for us in a game. Yeah, we weren't ever going to win it, but mad. Right. Focus today then is the league. We are top of the table, 10 points clear of Slovan Bratislava. So you might be thinking, Tom, why have you titled this stream Bottling the League? And that's because things haven't quite gone our favour recently. We were, at one point, around 20 points clear of Slovan Bratislava. They've clawed back a lot of points, and now we've got to be very careful because we are going to play them twice again this season, and they did beat us comprehensively in the last time that we played them. We've got 2 games left of the regular season. After that, the top 6 will play against each other for the title. The bottom 6 play against each other for relegation. So if you look at our fixtures recently, things haven't been very good for us in recent weeks. So, I mean, to be fair, we had a bit of a weird spell. In fact, this is where it started, wasn't it? So, we were superb all season. You know, lost to Bayern Munich in the Champions League, that's fine kind of thing. And then we got to this game against Slovan Bratislava. They beat us. We then lost to a second division team in the Cup, which was really bizarre. And then lost to Spartak Trnava, not great. And then we have the winter break, so we play loads of friendlies, win lots of friendlies and things like that. But we have dropped a bit of form recently. So I'm a little bit concerned that we are going to kind of drop off in the next few weeks or so, and I'm a little bit worried that as we head into the second phase of the season and play Slovan Bratislava, Spartak Trnava, the good sides in the division, that we might actually run into a little bit of trouble there as Bartel stars in the Champions League match where he conceded the goal. Wasn't quite so good for us there, was it? Let's just walk past the Champions League now. Walk past the Champions League. So basically, we're going to keep playing today until we either win the league title or we bottle it, essentially. That's the plan this evening. We're going to finish off the season and hope for the best. Any good regens in the Youth Academy? There's a couple of 1 or 2 maybe good ones. We actually should get in 28 days the youth intake. So when the youth intake comes through, we'll have a look at the entire youth team and see what's going on. I'll turn the background music down. Sorry, forgot everyone to turn the background music down. My bad, everyone. My bad. Didn't mean it at all. Apologies. Right, let's get into things then, shall we? So, Ruzomberok are up first. Yeah, pro streamer, I know. Forgot to turn the music down. It's terrible, isn't it? Sorry. Saba got signed to your league. Academy of VRL says he's very good. Yes, we signed him. Saba Karabashvili. He came in the January transfer window. So he's only just joined the club, actually, to be fair. But he's going to be very, very good for us. Stockport gone down in my save after they got rid of him on Tuesday. Good. I'm glad Stockport have been relegated. The new owners are idiots. Right, let's go back to the 4-2-3-1 and let's just, not quick pick, but go to manage team lineup. Use selection 1. Excellent. We'll get the players on the pitch that we want to have on there. Of course, Blaszko actually is amazingly playing football in the Championship. I don't think he's good enough to in the Championship, but for him to improve, he's going to play against much harder opposition in the Championship than he is in our division. So that's why we've sent Blaszko out on loan to improve in another league, and then he'll come back as a better player for us. So that means that Zabukovnik is going to play alongside Hayovsky in the midfield. We've got a few injuries and stuff to get off the bench, like Kapanadze is injured, so we'll bring on Karabashvili, who actually has got to start this game, hasn't he? We need to actually probably redo the starting lineup a little bit here, particularly with the bench, because the bench is always a bit messed up, isn't it? So let's just get a few players off the bench. We'd like to have Santos Daiba on the bench. We'll get Ramadan on the bench. Let's get Barisic on the bench as well. But then let's order them a little better as well, just so it's a bit nicer and neater. So Davy, Vukancic. We've got another right back. I guess that is Zabukovnik, isn't it, to be fair? Sorry, Kapanadze. So just temporarily, I'll put Kapanadze on there. And then midfielders, we would have, yeah, Udvarosh and Fane. Elkanduz, yeah, that's probably quite a good bench, actually. The other guys I'm not too bothered about. Have we got a centre-back on there? Yeah, we do in Vukancic. Ilke maybe should be on the bench. We'll have him on there instead of Udvarosh. And I'll just save that quickly so then we can have to mess around every single time as team selection 1. And I'll get these guys off the bench temporarily for the next game. Let's go to the game, then. Let's get into it, shall we? You and all look great in my last video. Thank you very much, James. It was a good fun video, that one, to record on YouTube. If you've not seen it yet, video came out earlier on this afternoon where I become Laura's agent in football. We turn her back in time to be 16 years old, starting at Youth Academy football, and we progress through her career, trying to make her the greatest women's footballer of all time. And I think we do a pretty good job of succeeding in that as well. I happened to see Zena's recent video about the Wonder Kid finding feature FM26. No, I've seen it pop as a thumbnail. I've not watched it yet, though. It might be very good and useful to watch that before we do the transfer window next season, actually. That would be quite a good idea, I think. So we'll make sure I'll give that a watch beforehand. Playing them in the Championship, Preston were after their manager, so I thought, why not? I like Gabe left Man United to go to Preston after all of that as well. That's quite a good fun one to do. Just try and beat them in every single competition. Don't try and win the Champions League or anything like that. Just follow around Stockport and do whatever you can to beat them. I think that's quite a good idea, CJ. We've taken the lead here, though. No, we haven't. The referee's offside. Okay, pre-cop, offside. It's okay. That's okay. We're going to win the game anyway. It's fine. It's fine. In FM, players can retire mid-contract or only when the contract's ended. They can retire mid-contract. I've had players retire mid-contract. It doesn't normally happen. It usually happens if you get like a 39-year-old, like... I'm sure I had like Hamsich one time. He's like 39 years old. He signs like a year contract and then retires like 3 weeks into it or something like that. It was a bit bizarre. But it can happen. It can happen. Mateta Pepper getting the ball into the penalty area. Go on, fella. Show us what you've got. And that was not the best showing of your ability. I think a low cross into the 6-yard area would have been a little better with that one. Tapaj clears the ball out from the back, and that's the end of the highlight in a game that so far we are looking pretty solid and strong in. Bratislava are playing at the same time, and they're 1-0 up here against Trenčín. So, as the results stand right now, they are gaining 2 points on us. Like I said, there's a 10-point gap between us and Slovan Bratislava at the moment. But that 10-point gap is going to reduce a little bit. If we can't get goals, which we are struggling a little bit with, if I'm honest with you. And of course, we did have the bad results against Bratislava and Trnava recently, which has allowed them both, well, not really Trnava, but it's allowed Slovan Bratislava to catch up to us. If this just keeps happening, there's still plenty of time left for them to catch us up and overtake us. So that's something we have to be wary of. And the most important part about this is as well, is that... I can't remember what I was going to say. The most important... Oh, there's only one Champions League spot in our league. Only one Champions League spot. And that's if you win the title. So, if we want to be in the Champions League, that's what we have to do. I want to be there for the money. We made a lot of money out of it this season. A huge amount of money this season out of it. I wouldn't mind being in the Europa League or the Conference League, because I think if we can get to the Champions League knockouts, we should be able to go for a deep run in the Conference League or the Europa League. That's my thinking, at least. That's my thinking. Can't watch, it's 1 AM right now. I've got work to do tomorrow. I'll wait for you in the second channel. Mate, much appreciated. Glad to have you on the second channel as well. Enjoy your sleep and enjoy work tomorrow as well. Anthony retired at 33 years old after an ACL injury in my save. Oh, That's a tough one to take, isn't it? Also, how are we not scoring, by the way? Prekop off you come. Bartol Barisic on you come. We're going to bring Ramadan on for Durdov on the right-hand side. Apprehensive Hayovsky is going to come off as well for Fane. A little bit of an older head on the pitch there to give us a bit of experience at the end, although Zabukovnik's doing rubbish as well, so Santos die. But on you come as well. Changes in midfield, changes in the attacking midfield, changes up front, changes everywhere. Apart from defence, because they're doing a pretty good job keeping a clean sheet so far. Karabashvili, I need you to do it more than a 7 rating here, as Ramadan's going to poke in a corner here. And Pablo Ortiz puts it in the back of the net. Sometimes you don't need strikers. Sometimes you just need a big, meaty man from the back to come forwards and put his noggin on the ball. Rises like a salmon. The ball bounces across the line and it just dripples over the line there at the end. We got quite lucky. No defenders came back and scooped that one off the line. But now we've got the lead. We need to keep the lead. And I thought that was going to be an absolute banger from distance there. Luckily, good blocks are in there. But here come Ruzomberok still. The team that came 3rd place last season are looking to get themselves back in the game. Unfortunately for them, they can't. Ortiz redemption arc starts now. Literally, Ortiz redemption arc starts now. He was the man that means we got knocked out to Barcelona. Now he's making sure we get 3 points here and keep ourselves clear of Slovan Bratislava, still wound up in their game against Trenčín right now. Pablo Ortiz finds Santos Diba in the middle, out wide to Roy Torres on the far side. Roy, the young Spanish right back, puts a boy in the middle. Puts a boy in the middle? I hope he's not put a boy in the middle. He's put the ball in the middle, and Amara Diouf out of nowhere, the young Senegalese wonder kid on the left-hand side, manages to put that in the back of the net to make it 2-0. Give us some comforting room. What am I saying today? Why is my vocabulary not doing what I wanted to do? Oh, dearie me. I just get too excited sometimes. That's what it is. Ball in the middle. Cleared. But Ruzomberok looking to try and get themselves back in the game. As Lembazat puts a low cross in the middle, and they have managed to get themselves a goal there. I don't know. Do you think players like Maradona or Zidane reach 190 ability in their peak? Great thing about Maradona is he had 20 handling despite being an outfield player. I like that. I think, to be honest with you, if we're talking about when they were actually players, then yes, easily. I think you can't really compare them to modern players, in my opinion, because the way we play football is just so different, right? As Bartol Barisic, he's got... How is he not... If he'd scored then, I would have forgiven him. But how is he not passed that to Mateta Pepper, who was through in the middle completely open? That was poor from Barisic. Like, you go back to watch, like, you know, World Cup football from, like, the 60s and 70s, and, like, you watch it and they look really shit, the footballers. You think, oh, I could do a better job than that now, because football's changed so much. So I think if there was a Football Manager game made in their heyday, then yes, they would be up at 190 current ability, because at the time they were the best players in the world, right, when they were playing. But I think they wouldn't. I don't think they'd be as good as, you know, the top players are today. They might still do, who knows? But in my opinion, I would say that, as Bartol Barisic's goal is offside, in my opinion, I don't think... Maybe Zidane would be, because he was a lot more like 2000s, wasn't he? But Maradona, especially going back a bit further, I suspect... in a modern day database with more like a 170-ish kind of player in terms of... Which is still like insanely world class, but not like at the very, very, very top, like peak Messi and Ronaldo kind of thing, is my opinion on that. It's an interesting concept though. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Do you think Wrexham reached the Premier League this season? I kind of hope not, if I'm honest with you. Part of it is jealousy, because what a rise they've had. What a rise they've had. But I just hate this idea in the media that they're like, a special, incredible wonder team kind of thing when all they've done is just put more money in than everyone else. To be fair, I think in the Championship that's probably not quite as true, but definitely non-league, League 2, League 1, they just had the biggest budgets, right? Is my opinion on that. Right, 2-1 win there against Ruzomberok, which is good. We stay 10 points clear of Slovan Bratislava, which is fantastic. El Kandusi, did he even play the game? Wait, hang on. El Kandusi's injured. Looks like a moderate calf strain. He's out for 2 to 3 months after getting it in the 1-1 draw against Barcelona. Well, that draw against Barcelona was days ago now. Why are we getting this message right this second? He was on the bench for the last game. He was on the bench. Why are we getting this information now? Well, leave to the physio then, but that is really weird how that's just come through now. Okay. Interesting. Diouf shines as Donetsk Streda win. Diouf needed that goal, by the way. Diouf really needed that goal because he has not scored for a little while. He got a brace there against... that's a friendly as well, though, so that's not a competitive game. Tyrol, Feyenoord, Jablonek, they were friendlies. So his last goal in a competitive match, oh my word, was Lokomotiva Zvolen. A long time ago. So he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ignore AK, Celtic. Oh, Celtic competitive game. I can't remember what number was on now. Anyway, a lot of games he's not scored in, essentially. So that was good for him to get that. He still gets pretty decent ratings in... Well, I say that. Actually, no, he hasn't. 6-3, 6-6, 6-4. He needed that goal. Let's praise his last game. Superb in front of goal last time. Keep it up. Let's say that. Let's just try and encourage him a little bit. Because the youngster has only got 4 goals and 2 assists in 16 Champions League games. Oh, that's Champions League. Also incredible how he's played more Champions League matches this season than league games as well. But only 4 goals in 12 league games again is not a great... And no assists either. We are playing him. He's got a strong right foot. He'd rather be an inside winger than an inside forward, apparently. But his finishing's good. Maybe what we should try and do next season is try and work a slightly different tactic to try and get the best out of him and Saba Karabashvili behind him as well. Maybe he becomes more of an inside winger and Karabashvili becomes more of a wing back to get and overlap him a little bit. That might be a slightly better way of doing things next season, but we'll think about that in the transfer window, I would say. As the winter transfer window has just finished, we spent £1.4 million on Saba Karabashvili there. And actually, Vaquero leaving brought in a lot of money for us as well, so not bad. Transfer window roundup, it's all us. Oh no, Jonathan Silva joins Slovan Bratislava from Reims. Throwback. He was like one of the OG Wonder Kid left backs back in the day, wasn't he? Jonathan Silva. At Estudiantes. I think in like FM12. I seem to recall him from FM12 being quite good. And then obviously has probably not quite done that if he ends up playing for Paphos and a team in Malaysia. Although Reims are not bad, to be fair. Either way. Next up, we have Zeppelin in the final regular season game, and then we get stuck into the closing stages of the season, or whatever it's called. I think my camera's a bit low, actually. Let's just move it up a little bit. Is that a bit better? That's a little better. Players today have better access to training, coaching, physiotherapy. They're stronger, faster, more opportunities to reach their potential ability. Completely agree with you there. Which is why I think there's probably a lot, it's much harder to be a standout player like a Maradona today. Because the level is so much higher. The thing that hinders players' development nowadays is probably the activities on social media. Yes, I can imagine that is sometimes, yeah, definitely in some player situations. Who is this? He's on my shortlist for some reason. I don't know why you're on my shortlist for some reason. So's Imanol. I guess what I should do actually at this point is go to the shortlist. There's a lot of names on here. Who's got high potential? Jakob Pira at Zeppelin. Ah, we might play against him in the next game then. He's got 12 under-21 caps and 4 under-21 goals for Slovakia. So he's definitely a player we want to keep our eyes on a little bit here. Jakub. But everyone else, I think I might just kind of remove from the shortlist at this stage. And we'll come back to him at some point. Maradona would have ended up at City and have his individualism beaten out of him by Pep. That's also true as well. That is one thing that I don't like about the Premier League. I don't think the Premier League has much room for individualism anymore. It is very much more system-based, which is, I guess, how you win games, right? But it's just... Like, my favourite thing about the Champions League games that I went to... Not favourite. One of the favourite things about the Champions League games that I went to last season was just seeing, like, there's a bit more individualism, again, in other leagues and other teams, right? So... I mean, I guess Lamine Yamal is different on another level and things like that. But just watching him was so exciting because every time he got the ball, he just wanted to run forwards and make something happen. There was no sort of like system play. It was just like, get the ball, run, go for it. And it was just exciting to watch. So it was really cool to see that. Capanadze, get back on the bench then, fella. I think we keep the exact same starting lineup as the previous game. Because that is all our, decent players here that we want to keep improving. Is Roy Torres, improving much? We put a lot of faith into Roy Torres at the start of the season. Because we signed him for £205,000. He was at Real Madrid, got let go, and then started playing, 4th division football in Spain. And he's got very high potential ability because he was at Real Madrid previously. So I know in game he's got high potential. I've seen in some save files he does get Spain caps. No youth caps for him at the moment. Even with his 20 determination, determined personality, I don't really feel like we're looking like we're seeing a star here. Particularly with 5 dribbling as a wing back. But we've given him loads and loads of time to play. 9 starts in the Champions League, 9 starts in the league, 25 starts overall. I don't know. We'll keep playing him, but we'll assess in summer what's going on with him and what's the best thing to do with him, essentially. Right. Go to match. 2 subs outside the match day squad, have we now? Oh, I don't know how you sort this out. Let's just go to match and get on with it, shall we? Players like Zidane, I would say easily be the Ballon d'Or winner multiple times in the current day. He won one on his playing days, though. How far back do you have to go, right? Let's just before we what I'm gonna do. We're getting very distracted here, I know. So how far back do we have to go to say this player would not win a Ballon d'Or in the modern in today's game? So Ousmane Dembele would because he just won it. Rodri would because he did a couple of years ago. Messi, yes, will agree with that. And Cristiano Ronaldo would agree with that. Karim Benzema, would prime Karim Benzema win a Ballon d'Or in today's game? That's actually a bit of a tricky one, I think. I think prime Luka Modric probably could do. If Rodri can, Modric certainly could. The goalkeeper, yeah, Lev Yashin. No goalkeeper's ever going to win it, are they? I actually might have question marks on Karim. I mean, he would have by quite a canter that year. Maybe I just don't remember that season at all, but that would be like prime. Let's just say yes, it was only a few years ago, right? Let's keep going back before the Cristiano and Messi. Right. This is where it gets tricky, because at 2007 I was only 10 years old, so my memories are maybe not that good. But like, would prime Kaká win a Ballon d'Or in today's game? Would Fabio Cannavaro? Wow, Buffon came second in 2006. That's crazy. And also, I'll be honest, I was unaware that Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard were second and third in 2005. That's wild to me as well. Cannavaro, no. Kaká would probably win one more in today's game. So we're saying Cannavaro, no. Okay, so the answer was we don't have to go back very far at all. Not very far at all. Shevchenko, Pavel Nedved. R9, yeah, I think he would do. Prime Owen, which is about 17-year-old Michael Owen, I suspect probably would do. Shevchenko, I have like question marks over. But again, I'm 2004. I was born in 97, so I was what, 7 years old there. You know, maybe this wasn't the best for me to do because I've never heard of Matthias Sam before in my life. So this was a really bad thing for me to do. Okay, Marco van Basten chat. He won it 3 times. That suggests he was very, very, very good. Are we saying that Van Basten in today's game could win a Ballon d'Or? Also, I mean, I wish I was alive for football in like the 80s and 90s. Red Star Belgrade. 2 players from Red Star Belgrade coming second. Dynamo Kyiv having a player winning the Ballon d'Or. Football was just better then, surely. Van Basten easily would. Okay, good. I'm glad we're saying that. Platini. He's a double winner there. They were top in... I know, but the fact they were top in football is so much better. Like, I don't think we're ever going to see a situation now, unless there is some fundamental change to the football landscape, that anyone outside of, really, England, Germany, Spain, Italy, and PSG are going to win anything major, are they? Yeah, you're never going to see a winner outside. I mean, to be fair, you never really did in the first place. Look at the teams actually there. Dynamo Kyiv are like the absolute exception here, aren't they, to be fair? Platini was like the Zidane of his time. Missed out on a great time at the weekend with the 90, the football Italia at its peak. Yeah, I hear a lot about that, and I do kind of get a bit jealous about it when people talk about it with such nostalgia. Dynamo Kyiv have got 2 players to win Ballon d'Ors. Also, I obviously, having never seen Kevin Keegan play football, the only knowledge I have of Kevin Keegan is that he was like an okay-ish manager. The fact he won 2 Ballon d'Ors for me is like, what the hell? As someone who never saw him play football, I guess he was like incredible to start off with, right? Ajax there for Cruyff, of course. Cruyff's an interesting one. Johan Cruyff won 3 of them. Would he have got there? Would he be good enough now? Ferencváros. I've been to see them play. I never saw anything about a Ballon d'Or there. Dukla Prague. Dukla Prague used to be a really good team, by the way. Oh, non-Europeans couldn't win it back then. Okay. Yeah, it was a French award, wasn't it? For Europe. What's his flag, by the way? Oh, Wales. An old Welsh flag. Okay. I love that Blackpool won the first Ballon d'Or as well. Cruyff for torment today's defence. Albert's a Hungarian legend. Cruyff for something else. But I agree, Pum. We're never going to see a Ballon d'Or winner from outside the top 5 leagues ever again. And it's a real shame. In fact, if you exclude Messi and Brazilians, is George Weah the only guy outside of Europe to win one? And Brazil. And Argentina. Crazy. I love that thing. Yeah, so... Yeah, if we look at multiple winners, I mean, who else remembers Alfredo Di Stefano and how good he was? Who knows about that? I don't know. I doubt he would do. Like I said earlier, if you watch players in the 50s and 60s and 70s, they just weren't as good, right? Because it's just a completely different game. So I doubt Di Stefano would. I doubt Keegan would. I wonder if Beckenbauer even would, to be fair. But you agree, yeah, right. It's all hypothetical comparing, isn't it? Wow, 12 wins for Real Madrid, 12 wins for Barca. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we are very distracted here, aren't we? Extremely distracted. Let's try and play our final game of the regular league season. Also, Radish, thank you very much for the subscription on Twitch. Much appreciated, fella. Glad to have you with us. Very kind of you. Let's kick off this game then, shall we? We've been in 40 minutes into the stream and we've played one game and spoken more about the Ballon d'Or other than that, haven't we? I think we need to try and turn things around a little bit and focus on something a little different. Like Football Manager and winning the title. It's probably quite important at this stage. Right, Diouf, edge of the penalty area, low cross into Precop. There we go, straight in, straight in. Finally back from class, I can kick back and relax and enjoy the stream. Guy, you love to see it. How was class today? It was alright. Di Stefano, part of the all-conquering Real Madrid side that helped them win 5 in a row in the European Cup. Oh, mad. Yeah, you're live. You were robbed against Barcelona. I know, Glenn. Honestly, we spoke about it a bit earlier. If Ortiz just hadn't tripped over, that would have been extra time. We could have got to penalties. We could have won on penalties. And they win the Golden Glove in pub football if they had it. Look, I'd vote for you. I'd vote for you. Right. Lukac clears the ball. And now we can bring the ball forwards ourselves. Zabukovnik, wearing the same kit that I'm wearing right now, by the way. This beautiful Denise Castrada shirt, and Raby Mateta Pepper puts that one across the face of goal. Hi Tom, could you recommend me a save that I should do, like a Glory Hunter or something? If you're thinking like challenges like that, I like doing like little ones that, similar ones to that, but in a specific region. So we did one on the channel not that long ago. At the end of FM24, we did like Scandinavia or Nordic countries. So it was like Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and I think we did Iceland in there as well. You could do Faroe Islands in that as well if you wanted to. So that's quite a fun one. And it's just a cool way to learn about different leagues and different teams and be a bit more restricted in what you can do because you're never going to be able to sign like Lionel Messi. How's that not counted as a goal? I want to see a replay of that, please. Right, let's go back 10 seconds. Corner comes in. All right. Free camera. Where is the ball? Right, we're in line-ish with the... not over the line. Slow the pace down. Oh, let's move the thing around as well. Oh, it moves too much. Right. Oh no, it didn't go over the line, does it? It bounced like off the crossbar, didn't go over the line. That was upsetting. Right, play continues then. We bring the ball back forwards, but I presume the highlight was for, yeah, hitting the crossbar. That's gone out of play straight away. Tough. Just found out that Lincoln City are comfortable in a promotion spot. Oh, it's not comfortable. It's anything but comfortable. I'm normally never really stressed as a Lincoln fan. Because through a lot of my childhood of us watching, we just weren't very good. My teenage years in the National League, terrible. And then we did get good and won the National League, got promoted from League 2. Got to the playoffs in... No, Mateta Pepper, you idiot. Got to the playoff final in League 1. Lost that to Blackpool. We lost... It was the most Football Manager thing in the world, that as well, because we lost 2-1 to Blackpool. We scored 30 seconds into the game. Amazing start. And then Blackpool came back and won 2-1. And it was their holding midfielder who hadn't scored a single goal all season. He scored 2 goals from outside the penalty area to win it for Blackpool. Kenny Dougal. I hate that man with a passion. But it was the most like Football Manager-like thing possible. Like, it was just so frustrating. But then since then, we've kind of just been like a bit normal. it's been nice. Like, not too high, not too low, just comfortably mid-table. So it's not been stressful. For me, as a Lincoln fan, I don't think Lincoln will ever do any better than the Championship. It's just not a big enough city. It's not a big enough fan base. There's nothing really around Lincoln at all either. So Championship's the best Lincoln could ever do. Last time we were in the Championship, or the second division of English football, was like the 60s or something like that. So a long, long, long time since we were there. So the fact that we are knocking on the door of it right now, I'm so nervous. And we shouldn't be there based on the perceived quality of our players. Thank God that's not gone in. Based on the perceived quality of our players and the money that we spend, we shouldn't be second place, but we're there. And so now that we're there, and it's getting, kind of towards the end of the season, we're in February now, the season finishes like first weekend of May, I think it is. So it's really not long to go. And the fact we're there, I feel so stressed as we concede a goal there. I feel stressed about this now as well. So it's uncomfortable. And I keep thinking it's going to fall apart at some point, and I think it will still, but I mean, we should get playoffs. Playoffs we should get, but whether we stay second, I don't think that's going to happen. So, oh wow, Slovan Bratislava are losing right now. That's very good for us, the fact that we're drawing at the moment. Let's make some changes quickly just to try and change things up here a little bit. Durdov again not playing brilliantly, so let's bring on Ramadan again. Matasa Pepper's going to come off at Udvarosh, and Prekop's going to come off for Barisic. Ortiz on a yellow and a 6.49. Let's get him off for Vukancic. Confirm those changes. 17 games to go is a lot. I was doing some research the other day, and I think 90 points is pretty much what we should need if we want to get second place. 90 points is kind of what you need in League One. So that does mean we've got to get 11 wins from 17 to go. So, oh, that's a red card, isn't it? He's just gone in there with 2 feet. Why would he do that? Not going to complain, obviously, because, we've got a man up, but it's just so stupid. No, Ammar Ramadan from Syria, actually, I believe he's from. Not Akut, sorry. Currently hating Lincoln because the Bradford game. I support Bradford. That Bradford game was some of the best football I've ever seen. Not just this season, ever seen Lincoln play. The first half was just so good. I couldn't quite believe what I was watching. How important was Monsma for Lincoln? Monsma, are you a Dundee fan? Because Lewis Monsma was a player that Lincoln had. He's just been sold to, maybe a free transfer, actually. I'm not really sure what the deal would have been. But he's gone to Dundee. Whew! Vukancic almost scores an own goal there. My word. Yeah, Lewis Monsma, we signed him in the COVID season from a second division Dutch side. And he was incredible that first season. Absolutely incredible. I think something like in his first 10 games, he scored 6 goals for us or something like that. Helped us get to the playoff final. Fantastic stuff. Was really, really good. And I suspect would have had championship clubs kind of knocking at the door a little bit for him. Second season, he does his ACL, which is obviously horrendous, as Mark Zabukovnik, by the way, out of nowhere. What a goal! Fair play. Yeah, Monsma does his ACL, and that's actually the second time in his career that he's done his ACL. He did it once back in the Netherlands, recovered from that, was fine. Did it for a second time at Lincoln. Took 14 months or so to come back. Came back for about 5 games. Did another ACL injury, so had his third ACL injury with us. Came back from that after 14 months, but was only used as like a very fringe kind of player, squad player after that. And so we've now got him off to Dundee in Scotland. So he's a fan favourite player because of how good he was in that first season, and the strength it takes to come back from an ACL injury. But yeah. I mean, he wasn't going to play for us again after 2 ACL injuries and 3 in his career, 2 with us. So he's certainly got talent. He's a very, very good player. And a fun fact about him, actually, before he chose football, as his career, he had two options: pro footballer or a model for Burberry, because that's what he was doing as well on the side. He chose football, but really, after the ACL injuries, you think Burberry might have been a better option, but he's a very good-looking guy. But yeah, really, really good player. And he's great with the fans as well, I think. And from what I've heard, he went to a lot of the away games with the fans and things like that, and sat with the fans and things like that, which is cool. So yeah. Good player, but injury record is not great. Right, big win for us there then. That's 5 in a row in the league now, actually. So maybe we're not going to bottle the league, because if we look at the table, we're now 12 points clear of Slovan Bratislava after they slipped up against Spartak Trnava in the previous game. That's great for us. In fact, 13 points clear. Because they lost, obviously. Obviously. That's how it works. 10 plus 3 is 13. So that's a really good position for us to be in now as we head into the second phase of the season. We've got to play Bratislava twice and Trnava twice as well. And that could be where things slip up a little bit. So we're not out of the woods just yet. But it's going to be good. Important information. I found a player in the database. A real player called Saddam Hussein. Is this something we need to investigate? Oh, wow. He's ahead of youth development as well. Interesting. Played for Pakistan Airlines. I love finding just little random teams like this. Why have Pakistan Airlines got a football club? Nickname the airliners. I like it. KRL. Doesn't say what they're. Nickname the Khans. Dordoy. In Kyrgyzstan as well there. That's quite a fun one. Heard he loves fullbacks that bomb down the wing. I have heard that too. I have heard that too. I feel like I shouldn't be Googling dodgy names now in Football Manager. But if you want to, have a look and see what you can find. There could be some funny ones in there. There could be some funny ones. Anyway, Smirny and Parlay, good to have you here. How you doing, mate? Right, so the league has now split. We're playing Spartak Trnava first, then Ruzomberok. Then after that means we're going to play on the final day of the season Slovan Bratislava, which could be quite an exciting game if it came down to that final game, but I don't think it will do. We're 13 points clear right now. 3, 6, 9, 12. So 4 games. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could end up winning the title against Spartak Trnava. Or Ruzomberok, actually, sorry. Providing we win every game and everyone else wins their games as well, which might not happen. Could be sooner. It could be sooner. We're going to find out. Let's get on with it, shall we? Let's keep ourselves going. Right, a lot of news articles coming through about other teams that I don't really care about too much. Compiled loan information and reports on players currently at other clubs. So this is our backup goal. Is it goalkeeper? I don't remember being 24 years old. I remember this guy being a lot younger than 24 years old, if I'm honest with you. But he's on loan in the Czech Republic right now. Played a crucial role in their win. Got player of the match against Bohemians. Amazing. How are they doing in the league? Oh, they're above the relegation zone, which is good, so that's alright. Are you now like completely better than Jan-Christoph Bartels? Because we signed him in summer and thought he might be better than Bartels, but I think actually he might have been better at the time. Oh yeah, he's better, isn't he? He's better. Jan-Christoph is older, so has some slightly better mentals like off the ball and leadership and flair, but they're not particularly important for a goalkeeper. Positioning is. That's something that we have to work on with Thomas, but Fruwold. Not got quite a good a name. Thomas Fruwold or Jan-Christoph Bartels. That's a cooler name, Jan-Christoph Bartels, but you're going to come in next season to be our first choice goalkeeper. He's developed quite nicely on loan. I agree. He probably was too good to send out on loan, but we made that decision. He's played regular first-team football in a league that's probably better than ours, which has probably helped him develop a little more as well, so he'll be quite good for us. Who else we got on loan thinking about it? Recruitment. Oh, sorry, it's on squad, isn't it? Loans. I don't like this screen. This screen is not very good, is it? I just want to see who's doing well. Karol Blaszko, is he's still playing games in the Championship? I'm really surprised he's playing games there. I've got a groin strain, out for 2 weeks. That's fine. He'll be okay. So hopefully Blaszko is going to really improve on loan. Thomas should have improved quite nicely on loan. You're not playing as much football as I thought you were going to play out on loan. I'm sure he's playing regular enough for us to be happy. I'm pretty sure we agreed him to be an important player. It says there. That's not important player with 1 game. Need more game time on him. And Adam Lamy is a centre-back. I was going to say he's a striker, but he's not. Centre-back. With 19 appearances, doing pretty well. Oh, Valko's the striker, I think. 15 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. Not bad in the 2nd division. So not many players out on loan, actually. Hello, JH. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Favourite and least favourite things in FM. I've played 400 hours now. I'm struggling to get addicted to a save. I think it looks a lot nicer. I know it doesn't flow as nicely, the UI. I do say this a lot, but I do think this looks a whole lot nicer and prettier than FM24. Like, things actually fit. You know, there's no weird loads of blank space kind of thing, unnecessary blank space. I do wish there was a scaling option so I could actually, you know, zoom out a little bit, because I do think I'm too zoomed in sometimes. I'd like to be able to, like, you know, if I could zoom out on this a little bit, make things a bit smaller, I'd be able to see the whole league table here and not have to scroll. You know, that kind of thing. Just small things like that. Like in FM24, you had that scaling option. I'd like that scaling option. And whilst it looks prettier, like I just said, a lot of the screens, so if we go to the one we were literally just on, the loan screen, like, this is just really annoying. There's just, show me more. You know, I want to see more about that. Just a lot of clicking is involved in FM26, and if I can reduce the amount of clicking, then that would be quite good. Cody, hello mate, good to see you. Welcome into the chat. How are things? Oh my word, Al Nassr are going to sign Erling Haaland. No way, at 26 years old. Oh no, he's not signed yet. They're just thinking about signing him. Wanted by Al Nassr. I'd be very surprised if he went there. But this is Football Manager, so who knows? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. We are actually not bottling the league title right now. I thought we were going to have a lot of a much tougher time of things here. But it's going quite well for us at the moment. I like how we've got contrasting opinions in the chat there as well. Ronaldo will be happy, Ronaldo won't be happy. He's just I don't know what's really going on with him at the moment. It seems a bit strange. Yorkie, thank you for the Prime, man. Also just missed that as well, but thank you very much. Very kind of you to give us the Prime. Right. Hello all, hope you're doing well. Tommy looking particularly beautiful today. Oh, Leon, you are a flirt. Oh, you flustered me now. Right. Game against Spartak Trnava then in the championship phase of the season. Zabukovnik, a little injury. You're going to come off then for... Let's give Santos Daiba the minutes there, shall we? El Kandusi coming back from an injury. Ilko coming back as well. We'll get him on the bench soon. Sweet. Good. Let's go to the game then. Let's get another win, shall we? We'll try at least. We'll try. Excuse me. Burping away there. Just lost my Colombian wonder kid to Bayern. 1.17 million to 53 million. Oh, mate. Who are you managing, by the way? Are you managing in Colombia? You got this. I hope we do. This is going to be one of the harder games. If we can win this one, though, it really does cement our title credentials. Got stuck on the squad number assignment page because I didn't really like to scroll down to confirm. Some pages are just unnecessarily long. I agree with that as well. It feels like some pages aren't quite optimised. Which was kind of the story of this game when it came out, to be fair, didn't it? Oh, Willem a second. Okay, yeah. or Willem 2. I never know how do you say that team name properly? Because I always say Willem the second, but I feel like that's probably not the actual way you say it. But Willem 2 makes it sound like it's a B team. So I never really know how you say that team name. Bruno Durdov with the first goal of the game 6 minutes in. I think it takes quite a heavy deflection there to go past the keeper. So Santos Diver finds Durdov. Durdov takes a touch. Takes a couple of touches actually. And then shoots. Yeah, it comes off a defender there to take it past the keeper. Could skins save the game a bit? Skins are in the game. You can skin it. I've not actually tried to do it. Should we try and do it after this game? Try and download a skin. I know I've heard about Mr. Teeny's got a good skin, I think. Just beat Stockport 4-3. Should we try a skin? Mr. Teeny FM26 skin. I'm going to try and find it. I'm just reading the instructions here. It's not as... Oh, it's actually quite complicated. I say it's not complicated at all, but... There's more to it than it was in... There's a lot more to it than there was in FM24, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't try and do it on stream. For those who don't think any changes to the skin, option for a copy and paste install. In the download folder, you'll find copy and paste folder, which will contain the bundle files. One set of bundles is for the dark skin, and one is for the default colours with the changed layouts. Choose which one you want. Copy and paste the bundle files into the game installation files. So Steam, Steam Apps Common, Football Manager 26, FM Data, Streaming Assets, AA, Standalone Windows 64. Prompted to replace files, do this. The Mac file location will differ to find... Oh, man. But what if I don't like it? Because it's telling me to replace loads of files. Make a backup of everything you replaced before installing. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Should we just try and do it? Should we just YOLO it? Maybe we'll try it. Good evening, Tom and chat. Hello, McCullough. I guess anyone here is excited for the Winter Olympics that starts tomorrow. Yeah, I literally last night paid the £3.99 for a month of Discovery Plus so I can watch all the Winter Olympics. In fact, I think they're doing some stuff tonight. Their curling started yesterday and today, and I think they've got some snowboarding stuff on at the moment, which I'm actually kind of tempted to get my laptop to kind of put on in the background actually. It was something like, what's it called? Like big air snowboarding? That just sounds cool. I want to know what big air snowboarding is. Is that what it's called? I need to just double check this. Winter Olympics schedule. Curling, curling, curling. Ice hockey's tonight as well. Yeah, men's big air qualifiers. Big air. Oh, that just sounds sick, doesn't it? That sounds so cool. They just fly high in the air and do stuff. Yeah, but it sounds cool when they say big air. Also, I've not paid attention to anything going on in this game. Yeah, let's just make some changes now, shall we? Mateta Pepper, not having a great game. Ramadan only come through the middle. Roy Torres having quite a good game though, which is nice to see. Let's bring Davey on for Karabashvili for a little change here as well. And Kapanadze could do with a bit of match sharpness in case we need him. And Bartol Barisic. Confirm those changes. I'm going to try the skin. I'm going to try the custom skin. So I need to find out how to download it first. Oh. Download all. I'll do that. Oh, 3-0, by the way. I hope you guys are paying attention to what's going on in the game. Because I obviously am not right now. So with it in this, it looks like there is also like a... He's built a program called the Football Manager Skin Builder. So you can build your own skins and like do things in that. I don't want to do that myself because I don't know what I'm doing. Yo, Tom, watching your latest video, great concept. May I ask where your fiancée is from? I was struggling to place her accent. She's got a very fun accent. So, half English, half Malaysian, but grew up in Bahrain mostly, actually, and went to international school there where there's tons of kids from all over the world. So the accent's quite a mix of all sorts of stuff, really. That's the gist of it, essentially. If I go to extract all here. Did he give the sponsor money? Just click the link in the description. That's all you need to do. Click the link in the description. That's the most important thing. As her agent, I've sorted it all out for her. So where do I need to go, sorry, to download this skin? I need to go to my game drive. And I go to Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, FM26, Data, Game Simulation. Ooh, was it Data Game Simulation? Oh no, FM Data. Streaming Assets, AA, Standalone Windows 64, and they're all the bundle files there. So I'm going to copy and paste these as it is right now. Copy. And I'm just going to go to my documents and paste that. That's a big folder. It's like 3 gigabytes of stuff in there apparently. That's crazy. Anyway, copy and pasted there. Right. We won 3-0 by the way. Let's just do this. And as good as win as you're likely to see. We'll save the game. How do you two meet? We met on Tinder, of all places. We're a success story from Tinder. Let's go here. Oh, everything's got really loud in my ears there. That's the game. I want music to go down. So, I've downloaded the skin. Copy and paste. We're on PC. I want default colours. I'm going to select all of those, copy, and then I've found this correct file here. Go into standalone Windows 64, paste. Replace these 9 files in my destination. Excellent. And now all we do is just restart Football Manager. So actually, that is pretty simple. It's just that it's just very different and not quite as simple as FM24 and previous version of skinning. That was actually very easy. Once you find the right folders. Very nice to hear. You only seem to hear horror stories about Tinder. Now we got pretty lucky there. And apparently Yorkie did as well. So it's a good app. It's a good app. Not quite sure how we matched on there though. It's because I'm in Lincoln and she was in Sheffield. And that's about 50 miles away. And our radiuses weren't set to 50 miles. So we must have passed somewhere like on a train somewhere. Or we both... I don't know how we actually like would have come up on each other's Tinder. But thankfully we did because we're literally now engaged. So pretty sick. Pretty sick. Football away day could have been. Right. So now, how much of this has changed, do we think? Oh, the game might have just crashed. Potentially. Oh, whoa. Wow. Already different. Okay, now it's not different. It's different. Everything's in capitals. I don't think it was in capitals before. Let's load the game. What is different here with this skin? The tangents we're going on today, by the way. Oh my word. Look at the... Whoa. Now this is different. I was literally complaining earlier, wasn't I? That I couldn't see the entire league table here. So now there. Okay. We've got a few bit of interesting stats here about the team. And the league actually. Okay, okay. This is interesting. Look at the loan screen. Yeah, let's look at that. I was complaining about that, wasn't I? Oh, it is different. It's better. That's so much nicer. I can see more than just 3 names there. I mean, I'd like to be able to see, like, you know, goals, assists, but I can, you know, clicking into each one of these isn't too arduous, is it, I suppose? That's nicer. Messages. Okay, that's the same. I don't use the calendar, I don't care. Squad. Yeah. And this might be the same, actually. Potentially. That's not changed at all. No, I don't think a lot of these ones have. But oh, wow. That's different, right? That might be too busy, if I'm honest with you. Is that too busy? It might be too busy. Although it kind of makes sense. The way it's been formatted there. It makes sense because, like, this column here is pretty much all to do with bringing people into the club and out of the club. This is all to do with money at the club right now. This bottom bit down here is all to do with contracts. It kind of all flows, but there's a lot going on there. It's quite busy. Do I like it more or not? I don't know. It's different. Oh, player profiles. Oh, that is a little different. Right? That is different. This is a stretch. This stretched the whole way across, right? Didn't it? I like that actually. That is a bit nicer. That's the same. That's the same. Same. But the overview page is different. Okay. Oh, what about comparing players? Is that any... Oh, that just compares... Okay. Oh, comparison's there. Yeah, that's all the same. So it's not like dramatic changes. I'm excited to see what it looks like in match as well, what they've done with the in-match bit as well. Again, this club screen might be a little too busy for my liking as well. I feel like I've completely forgotten what the actual... Yeah, I'm completely with you, Smeary and Parler. I suddenly know nothing about how anything looks in my default skin. Literally. No idea. I've completely forgotten everything. Bit busy, but less clicking. True. The portal screen's better for me. I prefer the portal screen like this. This is nicer. I think I prefer this player screen as well. I'm pretty sure. I like how we've got the coach report there as well now, and I can just see at a very quick glance. Oh, look at all these attributes. He's a 4.5-star player for me. Great. I can see that. The season stats is actually better because before it was just like a really random little bit down here, wasn't it? You could see like 2 things at a time. That's better. Tactics screen. Yeah, let's look at the tactics screen. That's the same. And to be honest, I don't think the tactics screen needed changing much actually. At all. I think that kind of works. Jar, hello mate, good to see you. Welcome into the chat. Yeah, the league screen is the same. That's a little nicer because the table is a bit more condensed, actually. That's better for videos. I'll be honest with you, that's better for videos. Just thinking as a creator. Met my wife on Badu, didn't realise until at first, but she lived just outside Warsaw. That's pretty cool. Is Badu like a Polish version of Tinder or something then? Just heard some banging. Might be the back door actually. Maybe Elsa's going out for a wee. Yeah, I think I prefer that. No change to the fixture screen. What if I click into a match? Yeah, that's the same as well. Let's get to a game. I want to see what it's like actually playing a game. Elsie time, please. She might come up shortly. Who knows? She might come up. She may come and say hello later on. Oh, just dating site around the world. Oh, I was in England, she was in Poland. Oh, yeah, that is quite a long distance relationship then. I see what you're saying. But you made it work. You made it work, clearly, if you're married now. The power of love. So our next game is against Ruzomberok, who we've already played in the stream once, actually, haven't we? What screen was that? Oh, that was the portal screen. I like how it tells me my key players here. I like seeing that I've got Bruno Durdov and Amara Diouf from the squad. That's quite nice. What team is this? We're playing as Decisive Streda there from Slovakia, and we're on our way to try and win our second league title in a row with them in 2 seasons. Only our second season this right now. But let's get to the game. So thoughts on this skin then, chat? People seem to be liking it. A little busy on some screens, but definitely quite interesting. Everyone's got stories about being 50 miles away or across Europe, and my girlfriend lived on the same street or the street behind me. See, that's better though, because you can see each other all the time whenever you want. It's nice. Like with Laura was in Sheffield, it took a bit more planning for us to see each other. I say that, you know, at weekends kind of thing, but it was a little better. It took a little more planning kind of thing. So the lineup is going to be the exact same. Ilko El Kandusi still injured. So, yep, everything stays as it is right now. We lived together. It was an easy move. Yeah, I bet it was an easy move. I bet it was a very easy move. We had to hire loads of vans when we... I say loads of vans. We hired a van to get all of Laura's stuff from Sheffield. So that was fun driving a van. I enjoyed that. That was a cool experience. Right, how does the skin look in a match instead? So far, no different. I should turn the game volume down in my ears. Get a free holiday to Poland every year, that's cool. Whoa! Oh, I like this. This is way better. This is way better. Mr. Teeny, this is what I'm talking about. I can actually see the live league table and latest scores at the same time. Can you imagine? Oh, what a genius. Way better. No little 2D pitch that I never looked at. I kind of like the 2D pitch, if I'm honest with you. It's not. I'm not losing my mind that it's gone, because I think I prefer how this looks with the latest scores and live table. Oh, that's better. No, I do like that actually. I do quite like that. The live league table, like you say, Lo, makes it much better. And be able to see the latest scores as well is quite cool. I like how they sort of move around. Look. Why are they moving? What are they moving for? Doesn't do that on the league table though. No, this does feel better actually. I enjoy this. Right. I'd like to see a highlight now actually, because I want to make sure the free camera is still here as well. What are Oh, we're not playing actually. I was going to say, what is Slovan Bratislava doing right now? But they are not playing right now, and they haven't played yet by the looks of things, unless they lost. The free camera's still there as well, because the free camera, to get the free camera, you've got to put a file into that same folder that we put all the skin folders into. So I thought it could have deleted it, but it hasn't, which is quite nice. Skin feels like a nice, simple collection of natural improvements. Makes me wonder why SI haven't done it in the first place. Yeah, I don't know really. As Pablo Ortiz scores, I guess they're collecting tons of that. I imagine for FM27 there is going to be an awful lot of change to the layouts and the skin and where things are and how things look, because they're going to collect so much data on how people play the game, and how they don't play the game, and what's been and what am I trying to say? What's been hidden away and people aren't finding and things like that. So I imagine it will change quite a lot for FM27, and it will look a lot closer to things like this, I imagine. In my opinion. How do people get the logos and kits? Got default FM26, can't figure out how to get the logos and kits. If you just Google like FM26 logo pack, they're there, and you just move some folders in files into the FM26 folders you've got. It's very, very simple. There's loads of easy tutorials on the... If you Google it, find the website. Like FM Scout do them. Sort Out SI do it. I'm sure FM Base do... All other FM sites are available that do them as well. Right. And there's probably some tutorials on YouTube as well, if you some video tutorials too as well. Every year some creators make some stuff like that, so it should be fairly simple to find some stuff that will help you out. Again, Prekop not playing well. I feel like he's a striker next season is a priority. And maybe Bartol Barisic can be that striker. Maybe we should be starting him. Maybe we should. He can't play there, but I'm going to put Capanadze on at right wing because I want to get Durdov off because he's a bit tired. So we're going to have to just play Capanadze at right wing. Strikers are just rubbish on FM for no reason. I think it depends. We had some very good, I say good ones last season. We had ones that got like 20 goals last season. But I thought we'd improve on them, and then we didn't improve on them. So if they can get like 20 goals, like maybe Mateta Pepper could. What a finish that is from the youngster. The number 93 for us. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this skin a go for a little bit and see how I like it. But I like the match screen much more. Way better. And the portal screen as well. Santos Diber finds Hayovsky into the middle to Mateta Pepper. Karabashvili's shot has been blocked. And Paulak brings the ball forwards. A ball over the top for Ruzomberok here, looking to get themselves back in the game with 5 minutes to go. And they actually do manage to score a goal there. I think a deflection takes it past Jan-Christoph Bartels there. Strikers can be good. I bought Sheshko to Fulham. He got 40 goals a season. One is the league, so it depends on usage. Target forward seems the best for me. Maybe we should change Prekop to a target forward then, because Prekop's like 6'6", do I want to say? He's a big boy. As Barisic back to Capanadze. Can Capanadze from the right wing get it? No, he can't get a goal because he's been stopped in his tracks right now. Or has he? Finds Mateta Pepper. Cleared. Okay, well, we're not going to score like that, are we? But the ball does come back towards the Ruzomberok penalty area. Santos Diber out to Roy Torres. Puts the ball in towards Capanadze. He wasn't on it. Ball. What's that highlight even for then, chat? Chat, tell me. Oh, I like how he's... By the way, he's changed some of the... It's all of the ad boards around the side, isn't it? So they've all changed. So you've got the FM skin builder there. You've got Big Robbo's FM companion thing. You've got his Patreon on there, which is fair enough. There's Holy as well. Up the Holy. Really good stuff, this, by the way. I know, if you watched earlier the YouTube video earlier on, actually, it was sponsored by Holy. It is really, really nice stuff. I need to get some more, actually, because I've literally run out. Hello from Spain. I'm beginning to play FM26 in the Premier League. What's going? I'm very well, thank you. How are things with you? Who are you managing? Who is your team? And hello to Spain. Hola to Spain. Quisiera zumo de manzana, por favor. That's the extent of my Spanish. That's about it, really. Since your last experiment that included National League North-South sides didn't go so well, will you try and give all those teams $1 billion and perfect facilities and simulate it 50 or 100 years? Maybe at some point, to be fair. I don't know. I think there's maybe some more interesting things we could do at some point, but if people like that, we could do it. Aston Villa. Good luck with them, mate. Morgan Rogers, best player on their team. Mateta Pepper on form as denies Extrada's score and make an easy victory. Great. Yeah, Slovan Bratislava didn't play. It's interesting how it doesn't show us like the split league table at this point. Because now look, Košice have got more points than Trenčín, even though Košice are in the league in the bottom half table kind of thing. Doesn't show it weirdly. We haven't got a channel command for this. We only installed this skin about 10 minutes ago, actually, Tony. It's if you Google Mr. Tini, Tini, FM26 skin, it comes up there. Hello from Romania. Still don't know how you make friendlies for the second team or under 19s and put players from the first team to play for sharpness like in 24. If you go to your squad, so you can click on like Bruno Durdov, for example, go to squad, available for under 19s. That's how you do it there. As for making friendlies for your youth teams, I guess if you go to squad, sorry, we've got this new skin now, so it's all different. Squad, oh yeah, so under 19s. Click on the under 19s. Wait, under 19s fixtures. See, now things have changed because this is a new skin now we're using all of a sudden. I now don't know where to go to find my under 19s fixtures. I know where it is on my default skin. Oh, is it on Portal? No, that's just fixture schedule there. Okay, well that's something I've got to find on this new skin then. Oh, what's in the youth setup, is it? Under 19 fixtures there. And then you click arrange a friendly there. Sort it all out. Is how you would do it. Thank you, Zubi, for the assist on that one. Typically, that's not something I look for very often, but it's much easier to find for other teams than it is your own team sometimes, I find. If you could recommend one save, what would it be? I always go Lincoln City. Or the team that you support. If I had to recommend one save. Yeah, trying to learn when you... Okay. It'll take a little bit getting used to this skin, but I think it's probably better in the grand scheme of things. Would you recommend getting FM26 now? I would. I mean, I quite enjoy the game now. And like we've just downloaded this skin, which makes it feel a bit different and maybe reduces some of the pain points for some players out there as well. So it's fun. I think just because it was so different and there were quite a few bugs at the start, it put a lot of people off. But I think fundamentally it's quite a good game. Oh, did Slovan Bratislava... Oh, they did win. They beat Podbrezova. Oh, that was in the cup. So they played the same number of games as us now. They have. And we are miles ahead. We are very close to winning this title, everyone, already. Which is crazy. We're 18 points ahead. How have we got 18 points ahead out of nowhere? That's mental. Okay. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we actually genuinely, we could win the title against Slovan Bratislava. I think we did that last season. I actually think we won the title last season against Slovan Bratislava. Or it was something very similar. We could have won the title against them at least. I can't remember. Hartlepool, my team, no manager at the start, clearing the championship but lost the League One playoff final. Downhill ever since. Oh, mate, that's tough. That's really tough. I'm a fan, but I got a recommendation if you need a player. I'm a scout. I work with Fenerbahce Football Club. Wow, okay. Who's injured here? Hayovsky. 3 to 4 weeks out. That's fine. Oh, youth intake. Let's look at the youth intake as well. That's quite exciting. Who do you recommend then? Who do you recommend? We're not in the transfer window just yet, but we'll try and remember them. We'll scout them out. Winning at Trenchant so Slovan give a Gardaban would be ideal. That would be quite good fun, wouldn't it? So, youth intake has come through. Annual youth takes here. We've got every reason to be excited about Michael Sebek, or Shebek. Potential to see one of the most gifted players to come through the ranks at Donetsk Australia in recent years. Wow, high praise indeed. 4 top prospects then. Let's have a look at this then. I'll be honest, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. There's no 5-star potential here. Michael Shebek then, you are projected to be the best player. It's kind of behind my head, but he's 1-star current ability, 4-star potential. So, attacking midfielder through the middle, a position that we do use with Mateta Pepper. He's actually got very good mentals for a 16-year-old. I'll give him that. 5'6", 1 jumping reach, 3 heading. Yeah, fair play. I'm not too bothered about that. Strength of 2 is quite worrying. But he can play with both feet. The 5 vision is worrying. He's definitely a passer, not a shooter. Although saying that, passing evade, I don't think he's... The mentals are quite good for 16 years old. Everything else will improve, but I don't think you've got the chance to be one of the most gifted players at the club, Michael Shebek, I'm afraid. This might be a step too far. 120 is probably more than good enough for League 2, I'd say, in terms of current ability. Right, Vladimir Benkovsky, what a great name that is. He's got 1-star current ability and 3.5 stars of potential. He is a centre midfielder. He's got 17 natural fitness. Good teamwork, good vision, good work rate. Nice tackling, decent passing and first touch. I think you could be a more useful player, Vladimir. I think you could be a more useful player. But unambitious personality and through determination is just a little bit worrying. Left-footed as well is quite nice, but the lack of any sort of motivation is quite worrying. Michael Lacko, you are another attacking midfielder through the middle. You've got slightly better dribbling, finishing and crossing than the previous guy, Shebek. 15 technique, 14 flair. A bit better vision. Again, though, 5 determination and unambitious personality is worrying. Who's our head of youth development at this point? We have to look at him, don't we? Because another unambitious player... Right. We need to have a look at our head of youth development, don't we? What the hell's going on there? Club. All this stuff's moved around, hasn't it, obviously? Where's staff's down here now? Head of Youth Development. Coaching team. Head of Youth Development. He's got professional personality. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe the rest of the youth team staff are just terrible. But he's good at working with youngsters. Only got local reputation though. We could do better than you, I think. And his contract is expiring this summer, so I think we'll probably get rid of you. The game can't quite decide what his job actually is. Is he manager? Is he player / assistant manager? Is he head of youth development? We don't know. Maybe that's part of the confusion here, to be fair. I think we look for another head of youth development this summer. So not the greatest youth intake of all time. I think we got better players last summer. Speaking of which, under 19s. Marian Kovac. Oh, he's looking quite good actually, I'll be honest with you. He needs to go out on loan next season. Because we gave him some game time this season, didn't we? He's played 4 times in the league. Once in the cup as well. He's done alright. You could be quite handy, you know. David Kovac. They're probably not brothers because there's no accents on the A and the C, but I'm going to pretend they're brothers for the sake of this. He looked like he's doing okay. Again, could play in the second division. They've got to go out on loan next season. We need to get them going out on loan and doing some good football. Eric Horniak, great name. 6'6". I think he's grown. 6'8". I don't remember being 6'8" beforehand. Just such a shame he's only got 8 pace. Giant and 9. Oh, I remember this now. 9 heading and 18 jumping reach. You've got to, that heading's got to get up. You're only ever going to be a useful player to us with 8 pace if you've got heading of like 20 at this point. And Dennis Shimko, we used you a bit, didn't we, in a few league games. You look alright as well, to be fair. So I think that the youth intake we had last season was better, if I'm honest with you. Lee McShane, what a throwback. Lee McShane. You're right, he is a Lee McShane type player. Definitely. Slovan have just played, by the way, and drawn against Trenchard. So if we win, that extends our lead even further at the top. International duty, by the way, for Batiano and Amara Diouf. What's going on mid-season that you're doing? Okay, fair enough then. Right. Let's bring on Vukancic. And then we'll bring on Ilko onto the bench for now. And then we'll get Hayovsky off because he's injured for Zabukovnik. Oro on the bench. And then Diouf comes off for Ramadan. And we get onto the bench Elkan Dusik. I think they're the only player that can go on the bench right now, apart from the goalkeeper, which we don't want on the bench anyway. I'm going to start Bartol Barisic this game as well, instead of pre-cop. I just got 14 goals pre-cop, but no. Pre-cop start, this time in possession. Let's make him a target forward. Someone said target forward works really well, so let's give that a go. And see what he can do. He is quite big pre-cop at only 6'1". I thought he was way bigger than that. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Teams are warming up, please wait. Okay. When this game kicks off, I need to go for a wee desperately because I've had a lot of water today. Actually, this was full, I think, at the start of the stream, and it's now not very full. So I'll go for a wee. You guys are in charge for the first half whilst I empty my bladder. Make sure we're winning. If we're not winning, it is all your fault. My legs are a bit tender. It's all your fault. chat. We've got a visitor. Just try and kick some of the toys and stuff in here as well. We've got a new mascot. We've got a mascot here for a little bit. It's Elsie. Hello, darling. Mwah. Hello, you. She loves ears, so she might go for my ear in a minute. And hands, apparently. Oh, you're slipping a little bit on the desk. Shall I hold you again? Is that a bit better? See, you can see everyone. Hi, everyone. Hello. What's going on here then, darling? What's going on? Can you see? If you look here, look. You can see everyone that's watching. Oh, I don't want to see. Let me down. All right. She's a cockapoo, so poodle mix. So the curls on there are poodle. But I think her head shape is more spaniel. Oh, she's now chewing on my jumper that's down there. Oh no, just sniffing it. She's being good. She's a very good girl. For the most part, a very good girl. We're still getting to grips with some of the toilet training. She still likes the idea that she can go for a wee outside and then come back inside and have another wee, sort of thing. So we need to try and get her to do all her wees outside before going to the back door. We'll get there. We'll get there with it. She is just over 10 weeks old now. She's now trying to escape the room. And don't chew the Ethernet wire, please. Come here, you. Come here. Oh, do you want to sit on my knee as Santos Divers got injured? You sit here, darling. Good girl. And chew on my arm. Yeah, that's right. You chew. Ow, that actually did hurt though. She has got, obviously puppies are, they've got very sharp teeth. And sometimes she doesn't know that chomping can really hurt. I was thinking it, I don't think it's really that much of an issue or dangerous. But she has like bitten me so hard to the point sometimes where, or scraped me, like it's kind of on my hand there a little bit, I don't think you can really see in the light. She has drawn blood a few times with her teeth on me. And I'm starting to think, do I need to get like a tetanus jab? But I've not died yet, so I think I'm probably okay. Is my assumption. Hello, sweetie. Hello. Let's get you a chewy toy to chew on rather than my hands, because that's probably a better idea, isn't it? To do that. Good girl. We may start to hear some squeaking in a minute, but that's okay, darling. You can do lots of squeaking. Need another desk next to yours with a dog bed in it for her to snap in. She likes to sleep anywhere other than her bed. So that's also another thing that Elsie seems to quite enjoy doing, just not sleeping in her beds. Her favourite spot, as Eric Prekop does get a goal there, you love to see it. Her favourite spot is underneath the wheels of mine and Laura's desk chair. They're her favourite spots. How's the look inside I just joined? Much better than I was expecting it to be, Joseph. We suddenly, once again, Slovan Bratislava are the ones bottling everything. So, thankfully, we've now got quite a big gap at the top all of a sudden. She is wriggling around quite a bit on me. I don't think she wants to be sat on me, really, is it? Don't worry, the brain parasites you get from dog bites stay dormant for years. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. You're not going to kill me yet, are you, darling? No, as you chew on my... Look, chew this instead, this thing that's meant to be chewed on. We'll put you back down. Good girl. There you go. And here's a squeaky raspberry. Oh, penalty, by the way. Wasn't paying attention. Dogs are more important, I suppose, than football manager. Mateta Pepper finds the back of a net there. He's been a little bit quiet towards the back end of the season, actually. Electric to start the campaign. And he's actually starting to pick things up a little bit towards the end of the season here. I think he got injured, didn't he, for a little bit, and maybe that potentially knocked him out of his stride a little bit. But superb work there. So this is putting us 20 points ahead of Slovan Bratislava. My word. Considering that only a few games ago we were 10 points clear, they've just had an absolute complete collapse, haven't they? There's no bottling going on here. She's also only just starting to get a jaw that is strong enough to actually make her toys squeak and stuff like that. So she's only just starting to get the raspberry to go, really. She would chew on it beforehand, but it would just like wouldn't make a noise because she wasn't chewing hard enough on it. And now she's upset because she's stuck in my office because Laura wants to do some cleaning without her biting her ankles. Elsie! Yeah, you chew on my toes instead. How about that? Good. Yeah. She's found the raspberry again. She's found the raspberry. Good girl. Right, I've not paid much attention to anything in this stream, really, if I'm honest with you. I feel like I've been quite distracted by a lot, whether that's looking at previous Ballon d'Or winners, trying to work out how to get this skin installed, Elsie. It's been fun though. It's gone by very quickly. And now we're very close to winning the title. We need to work out when it's going to happen, actually. It's alright, darling. Look, you've got to stay here for a little bit, Mummy says. You've got to stay with me for a little bit. You've got to stay with all of us for a little bit. Yeah, you get my feet. You get my feet, darling. No, I shouldn't be encouraging that, should I, actually? Don't get my feet. That will... Because if you get Mummy's feet, that will really hurt. I'm also very scared to move the chair around because she's so small and quiet. I don't want to run over her paws or anything like that. She's a lot of fun though. Anyone else got dogs in the chat? There must be a few dog owners here in the chat this evening. Good as winners you're likely to see there. A 3-1 win there. It's really good. She's got one of my gym tops, which actually is quite sweet. I don't want to take it off her because she found this gym top that I just left on our bedroom floor and she carried it from our bedroom floor to her bed. So I'm like, I can't really take this off for now because it's quite cute that she's done that. But I also now don't want her to like tear some holes in it, and she is kind of going a bit ham on it at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. Mateta Pepper on form there. Let's praise his performance. You're a good game there, mate. Congratulations. She keeps remembering. She hates being... She doesn't like being forced into a room, I don't think. Because she hates... Weirdly, they... Elsie! Hello, sweetie pie. Come here. They, Oh, there we go. Yes, you bite my ear and chin and neck. Thank you. The breeder, she had all the puppies in like a pen, essentially. Ow! That was a little nip. She had all the puppies in a pen, so we thought, okay, rather than get like a crate and do crate training, we'll get her a pen, because I'm going to turn my keyboard off so you don't walk all over that and ruin it and type things. Yeah, I said we'll get her a pen, and that's because that's what she's used to, and she will do anything to not be in that pen. The only hard floors downstairs are the kitchen, so if we leave her in the kitchen, if she's got quite muddy or wet from the garden, she just hates being like shut in the kitchen on her own, and she'll... So that's something we've got to work on, darling, isn't it? That is something we've got to work on. I don't think it's separation anxiety, because as you fall off a desk onto my knee, I don't think it's separation anxiety because she's chill being on her own when like all the doors are open and things like that. It's when the doors are shut, like the pen door is shut, or the kitchen door is shut, or this office door is shut, that she doesn't quite like it, even though I'm right here. You're sat on my knee right now and you're whining at the door. Got a doofus that some people think is a pug. I think he's a gremlin. He loves ears, sneezing in people's faces. What is up, darling? You're just so sad that Mummy said you have to come up here with me instead. She's definitely a Mummy's girl as well. 100% a Mummy's girl. She enjoys sleeping on her office floor and cuddling with Mummy way more than me, don't you? Because I'm always working. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Come on then. I feel like I'm feel like a bit of an evil man. Keeping her in here with me right now. Oh, it's so heartbreaking when you can hear like the little... She can't get downstairs yet either. If I open the door, Elsie, what are you going to do? Sometimes she will just sit at the top of the stairs and cry as well if she can't get down the stairs. She just sat on the landing now. That's all she's doing. She just sat on the landing. She is funny. Bless her. She'll come back in here in a minute, I'm sure. Oh yeah, we've got a safety gate kind of thing because there's 2 doors into the kitchen. One's got an actual door and one's just like an archway that goes into the dining room. So we've got the safety gate there, and she just doesn't like it. So I think the fact that she just can't get out is kind of what she's worried about there, I guess. I don't know. Right, 1 change for this game here, and then let's get things going. Sweet. Just here at the top of the stairs. A dog sneezing at you is an invitation to whatever. Playing, going for a walk, sneezing back means you agree. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Right, Trenchant. Up next, one of the better teams in the division. You miss Mummy, is that what it is? You miss Mummy. You sit on my knee instead. Good girl. Good girl, darling. There we go. Right. Focus up then. Looks like Slovan Bratislava are not playing at the same time that we are right now, so this gives us the chance to go 23 points clear of them right now. So really, Nordwolf, the rumours of a bottled title are not true. It looked like it could happen at one point, but it's actually Slovan Bratislava of a team bottling everything. They went from about 20 points behind us to 10 points behind us, and I thought, okay, well that's us maybe starting to bottle things a little bit here, particularly when they beat us. And now suddenly they have just dropped all kind of form and momentum, and they are atrocious. To the point now where if we draw this game, we're 21 points clear. If we win it, we're 23 points clear. Anyway, Nordwell, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Good girl. But Trenchant are one of the teams that maybe could stop us from gaining extra points over Slovan Bratislava as they hit the post there, and it goes behind for a goal kick instead. Right. At half time, I'm going to take Elsie downstairs again because she just is crying up here. She's not happy about being away from her mum. So I'll take her back down in a second. Not a bad effort there from Ortiz. Right, 1 second. The mummy's girl is much happier. Much happier now. Bless her. Really shows me up there, doesn't she? Makes me look like an awful dad because she just starts crying when she's with me, bless her. Right, let's focus up again. The daily dose of Elsie is done. One day when she likes me, she'll be a good mascot. No, she does. To be fair, because she sleeps a lot, obviously, because she's a puppy, but she wakes up very early, so Laura always gets up and does the early shift. It's like it's an actual baby, and we're talking like early shift and things like that, but she gets up early with the puppy, takes her out for a wee and stuff like that, and sorts her all out. And then I'll usually stay up with her until she falls asleep, kind of thing, in the evening. So we have nice times in the evening on the sofa, and she just lies on me and falls asleep, kind of thing. And then I'm the bad guy, because I have to take her to her bed in her pen, and of course she doesn't like the bed or her pen, as we discussed earlier, so I think that's part of the... and obviously Mum in the morning is the one that saves them. Or Laura. I shouldn't say Mum, should I? I'm talking to you. Look, Elsie's mummy. Laura is the good person in the morning. As we've given away a penalty there, frustratingly. Laura's the good guy in the morning who lets her out of her bed and out of the pen in the morning, kind of thing. So I'm going to say that's part of it. Penalty then for Trenchin. This has got to be saved. Goss steps up, and Jan Christoph Bartels goes the right way. And puts it in the back of the net. Laura, we've just been discussing. I've literally just been telling chat for the last 5 minutes that you are her favourite. By quite some distance. I'll get there, though. I'll get there. I'm going to keep sneaking her treats. And then she'll be forced to like me because I'll give her treats. That's my thinking on that. Right, need to make some changes, don't we, here? Because 61 minutes on the clock and 1-0 down. Looking for our first loss of a stream. It's not a position that we want to be in, is it? Matthew said, mate, good to see you. And I Love Lando Norris is here as well as Trenchin almost go 2-0 up. How you doing, fellas? Good to have you here. Tactics, make some changes. Prekop off, Barisic on. Capanadze on for Roy Torres. Who's anxious on the pitch? Quite a lot of people. Saba Karabashvili, Ortiz. Vukancic is apprehensive. Let's get Blazek on. Ilko, you come on for Durdov for a little bit as well. Plenty of changes. Elkan Dusi, you come on for Ramadan. Confirm those changes. Sheffield Wednesday fan here, so I like your video on them. Glad you enjoyed it. It was good fun to do. We'll do a Wolves one soon because Wolves definitely need a bit of a rebuild at the moment, don't they? Saba Karabashvili bringing the ball down at this left-hand side of the pitch. Through to Mateta Pepper. Cross into the middle. Barisic was there, but the shot blocked. The way back in is not appearing. As the clock is ticking down. Mateta Pepper back to Saba Karabashvili. Come on, we need the Georgian to swing a ball into the middle here. He finds Zabukovnik, who gives away possession immediately, but only as far as Ortiz. Right, back towards the middle. Zabukovnik, Fein. Ilko's there. Through to Mateta Pepper. Barisic is shot straight at the keeper. Okay. We need to counter as soon as we get the ball. Be a bit more expressive. Let's play for some set pieces here, I think, as well. Try and... We've got some big boys, haven't we? Let's try that, shall we? Confirm those changes. I signed Lucas for Swansea after your Sheffield Wednesday video. He's so good in Football Manager. It was really, really good for me. What league is this? We are playing in the Slovakian top division right now. We're fighting for the title. We are top of the table right now by quite some margin. But we are losing to the team in third place right now. Ball over the top to Ilko is good, but his shot is not good. And that one is not going to get us back on level terms here. As it stands right now, we're only going to stay 20 points ahead of Slovan Bratislava. Hopefully their miserable form continues and we stay in this position. That would be fantastic. But Slovan are surely going to start winning some games at some point. Trenčín 1. Dunajská Streda, the team we're playing as, Matthew, 0. First loss of the stream. Not good. Not good. But better than we thought it was going to be. We had a bit of a dip in form before the winter break. And we've alleviated all worries of us dropping out of form by dominating, essentially. Next game is against Slovan Bratislava. My word, that's come round quickly. So have they played their game yet? They must play on the Sunday, surely. The table here isn't updating, but I guess it doesn't update until the game finishes continuing, maybe? Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so Slovan did win. So they're 17 points behind us now. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to play. So that's 18 points. Oh! So if we beat Slovan Bratislava in the next match, that's it. Title won. We can win the title in the very next match. This, ladies and gentlemen, is huge. Win the next game, and the season is done and dusted. It's over. We can, but will we? Not with an attitude like that, Youngall. Not with an attitude like that. Even the draw would be enough. It would be enough, actually, as long as we don't lose. You're right. As long as we don't lose. 17 points clear, yeah. Oh, my word, that's quite good. Okay. This is exciting. Can we go back-to-back? I mean, it looks inevitable right now, doesn't it? The back-to-back titles. Dunajská Streda never won a league title in real life. We've come in, won it in Season 1, and we're about to do it again in Season 2. All being well. You know, we could lose every game for the rest of the season now, couldn't we? Hold a team meeting as we can secure the title in the next match. Talk to the team about title chances. We just need a point to become champions. Go out there and finish the job. Do I say that? Yeah, let's stay positive. And everyone seems pretty happy with that. Encouraged, positive. Blazek is neutral. Good job you're leaving in summer, fella. Because we don't want attitudes like that around the dressing room, do we? Southwest of England doesn't have a football team that's ever won the league title. Plans to rebuild any of them. Torquay come to mind. Torquay would be quite good fun to do, actually, because they were a pretty decent team back in the day. I mean, in my memory, they're a football league team. And I think I prefer Torquay to like an Exeter or Plymouth as well. So, Slovan Bratislava, not final game of the season, of course. It could be the final game of the season in our title race. The youth is now back from international duty. You're coming back on to the pitch then. Ramadan is going to go onto the bench instead of Udvarosh. Santos Daiba still injured, so Zabukovnik and Fane are going to start in the middle. Hayovsky can come back into the team. We'll bring him back into the team then. Roy Torres, Vikancic, Ortiz, Karabashvili, Zabukovnik, Hayovsky, Durdov, Mateta Pepper, Amara Diouf and Eric Prekop. Let's see what this 11 can do against Slovan Bratislava. The title could be ours in 90 minutes time. Lingbo, Pretty decent player as well on their side. Marko Tolic as well, not a bad player either. They've got some decent players there, but they've just not been turning up this season. Hence why they are 17 points behind us at this crucial stage of the season. They should be way closer to us in terms of a title fight. But for 2 seasons in a row, they've messed it up. And now we've got the chance to capitalise again. Are we about to go back to back and become 2-time Slovakian champions? Kickoff is upon us here, ladies and gentlemen. Slovan Bratislava get the game underway, and Saba Karabashvili instantly gets in there and makes a nice challenge to move us forward up the pitch. The highlight's not ending. Could there be a chance in the first 60 seconds of this game here as Karabashvili gets into the channel on that far near side of the pitch, tackled? Can we win possession back here in the Slovan Bratislava penalty area? The answer right now is no, as actually Slovan looks to come forwards down the far side of the pitch now. Can't quite get it over the halfway line due to the high press that we've got, but they're trying to play around it right now by going back to the centre-backs and then bypassing the attacking midfielders, which they have done fairly successfully until they pass backwards again. What is this highlight, by the way? This is just insane. What is going on here? There's got to be a goal at the end of this. It's shown us the full 73 seconds so far, and Amara Diouf makes an important challenge. Now we're on the attack. This is where we pounce. This is where he puts the ball in the middle towards Eric Prekop, surely, to get ourselves a goal. No, back in the centre circle. Vukancic. Out wide to Roy Torres, far side. Space to run into. Passes it into the penalty area. Bruno Durdov's there. Into the middle. And Ramy Mateta Pepper gives us the lead. 1 minute and 41 seconds into this crucial game at home against Slovan Bratislava. As it stands right now, we are becoming the 2-time champions of Slovakia. Durdov, good ball into the middle. Mateta Pepper was there to touch that one home. And there we are. 1-0 up here. 70 points to their 50 points. A 20-point gap here. And after this, there'll only be 5 games to go. Vukancic to Hayovsky. Laura's putting SOS in the chat. Laura, what is happening? Is there a dog situation downstairs? Eric Prekop to Mateta Pepper. Through to Prekop, hits the post. And the ball out of play. There's a lot of tension here. But tension that needs to be paused to rescue my fiancée from a vicious, vicious puppy. Uno momento. You okay? we're back. Laura was making a cup of tea, accidentally dropped the tea bag, and Puppy, straight on it, was hidden behind the sofa with a tea bag in her mouth, obviously not letting go of this tea bag at all. So it took two of us to hold her, open her mouth, try and get the tea bag out, which of course she'd like ripped up obviously in her mouth, and then I've now got bits of like tea all over me from a tea bag. Get a puppy, everyone. They're great fun. They're great fun. Right. Let's get back into this, shall we? 7 minutes into this game against Slovan Bratislava, a pivotal game this season. Win it, and we win the league title with 5 games to spare, which is quite an incredible achievement, I'll say. Excuse me. So Mateta Pepper gave us the lead 2 minutes in, getting on the end of Durdov's low cross into the 6-yard area, tapped it in from just a couple yards out. And Slovan need to get themselves, they need to win this to keep themselves in the league title fight. They have to win today. A draw is enough for us. As Bruno Durdov gives away a free kick there. Is that a yellow card or anything? What's this highlight for then? Laura respectfully, absolute clown shoes. It was a silly mistake to make, especially with a puppy around, but these kind of things happen. I like how her instant thing to do is just type SOS into the chat. Good work, Laura. Prekop in the penalty area then. Has got some work to do still. Finds Durdov, edge of the area. Back out to Roy Torres. Finds Durdov again. Zabukovnik. Great passing around the penalty area here. We just can't get the shot away just yet until Amara Diouf has been put into this near channel. Crossing there. Prekop over the crossbar. We're playing some nice football, I'll be honest. Some really nice football. A second goal here would really open things up for us here. And we deserve a second goal out this game so far. Durdov twisting away from defenders there. Hayovsky finds the ball through to Prekop. There's Amara Diouf and Karabashvili on this near side. The left back plays a great through ball to Diouf. And Bruno Durdov is there. Got the assist for the first goal. Is there to now tap in the second goal. 31 minutes played. Dunajska Streda 2. Slovan Bratislava 0. Looking good for us. Highlights straight from the kickoff here as Lingba brings the ball out to Marcelli on this near side, or Marcelli on this near side. Head back to Bartels. What's this highlight for? Was it that? Because that would be weird. No, the game continues. Vukancic to Roy Torres. Forwards to Bruno Durdov. There's Mateta Pepper. And Durdov turns his man, turns on the afterburners, puts a high cross in the middle, and the keeper collects it. What is this highlight? What highlights are we on, by the way? We're on key highlights here. Dynamic mode is off. Why are we seeing so many just naff highlights with nothing happening? Nice chest and control there from Vukancic. Karabashvili on this near side. On a 7 rating, has done a good job so far. Hayovsky, the young Slovakian centre mid, plays the ball forwards, and that is some beautiful passing. That is turned behind by the keeper. I was going to say, how's he not hit the target there? But it went behind for a corner instead. And Prekop, unlucky not to get himself a goal so far in this game. As our attacking midfield trio, by the way. 8.1, 7.4, 9.2 with Durdov there. I think Durdov has to be our player of the season, if I'm honest with you. Durdov has been really, really good. And deserves the plaudits that is going to come his way. I'm sure he'll get player of the season. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Go on. I know you can do it. Although I'd kind of just like to sort of see the game out now. Just not cause any risks. I mean, a third goal, and it's done and dusted, right? Prekop and Durdov finding each other in the midfield. Durdov does so well to turn his man. Uses Prekop, gets it back. And this time the ball switched out to that far side with Karabashvili. I think next season we've got to make him a wing back rather than a full back. To utilise all his strength, I think we've got to do that. I think maybe we'll make a couple of changes shortly just to try and get a few other players on the team. Let's make these changes now, shall we? Right. Durdov, we'll keep him on. Karabash feeling on a yellow card. Let's get Davey on. He played a lot of good football in the first half of the season to get us in the position that we're in right now. So we'll give him a little bit of a run out there. Blazek at the back. Onyekun for Ortiz, who's not playing particularly well out there. I think Kapanadze deserves a bit of a run out too. And Oro could be one of his last games for the club. I suspect he'll leave this summer. So Oro, Onyekun as well. Zabukovnik, pre-cop. Durdov's there. Forward through towards Mateta Pepper. Cleared out to Roy Torres on this near side. He's got time to pick out a cross, but it's just not quite right. We still maintain possession, though, on the edge of the penalty area until we give it away with a poor pass. But we instantly win it back, and Durdov's shot should have been better. Should have been better. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite deliver the goods there, which would have put him on a 10 rating surely with an assist and 2 goals if that had gone in. But with 20 minutes to go, let's just shut the game down. Just drop the tempo to go. We'll go low tempo, short passing, up the time wasting. We'll hold our shape when we lose possession. We're not too fussed. Let's not encourage dribbling. Pass out to the back, play through the press. We're just going to try and hold on to possession here, aren't we, essentially? That's what we're going to do with this now. Roy Torres, one of those players, look at his attributes and they seem meh, but always plays really well. That is true. He does always play really well. Like we said, his dribbling is like 5. No way is it 5 in reality. Oh. Jaden Braff, by the way, playing for Slovan Bratislava. That feels like a cheat code. Or maybe he's not as good as he once was, but that does feel like... He was a wonder kid, right? Luckily, we have made the tactical changes to try and shut things down here. So, ideally, we won't see any more highlights. And I don't want to see any more highlights. Unless we score goals. But we are trying to... I mean, we can draw this game and still win the title, which is fine. Maybe I was too premature in making those changes. Or maybe I was amazing. Oh, Amara Diouf looking for a goal there. His low effort just past the post. Highlight continuing though with the goal kick, which is played short out the back. And Slovan then go long. But intercepted in the centre circle. Oro and Zabukovnik combining in the middle. Keep the ball away from those Slovan attackers. And Vukancic and Blazek playing one of his final games for the club. Start to bring the ball forwards. Slow building through the middle as we try and hold on to possession here. As Mateta Pepper turns his man nicely. There's Diouf. Goes again low from distance and the keeper makes another decent save. Braff was very good in FM. I do recall that. Is he Dutch, right? Is that what I'm remembering? I can't remember. 3 minutes of added time. Slovan tried, but they couldn't stop us. The inevitable has happened. We are the champions for a second season in a row. Dunajska Streda lift the Slovakian top division trophy above our heads. Huge win for us. We're back in the Champions League next season. We're going to make a ton of money in the Champions League again. And now with that victory, we're going to have a ton of money to spend this upcoming transfer window. I hope we're going to get the budget come through after this. I'd love to see how much we get to spend over summer, because if we can spend like a good 5-10 million, this team's going to be very, very good. And I think we can have a really good shot at Europe next time out. Well done on sealing the titles today with your performance. I can't say chat. Chat, well done on your performance today, sealing the title for us. I couldn't have done it without you there. As Diouf's tireless performance makes a difference there. Great game from him. Board delighted with the club progress. And actually doesn't seem to mention anything about the budget so far, does it? Retain the Nika Liga title. Or Nike League title. I'm not sure how you say it really. Or is it Nike Liga? Maybe we'll just call it Nike Liga. Sporters delighted with the club vision progress. Board delighted too. We've now moved even further clear of Mistski Football Club, Ruzomberok and Spartak Trnava on the all-time Nike Liga winners. Extending our historic dominance. Well, it's not really historic dominance, is it really? We've won 2 league titles, that's it. Last season and this season. Žilina have won more than us. Bratislava won a lot more. Trenčín have won more than us. Even Inter Bratislava has won just as many. I've also entered the Slovakian Hall of Fame, which is fantastic. And everyone's pretty happy with me. Can we just see if we get the updates here on budgets for next season? That'd be quite nice. Is it going to tell us anything about budgets? Karabashvili hits yellow card limit. He'll be suspended for the next game. That's fine. We don't need him now. We won the title. No, I don't think it's going to give us any updates on budgets. Recruitment, 0 transfer budget, so I guess it's just not going to tell us for a little while. It usually tells you when you've like confirmed European football or the title kind of thing. But I guess we're just not going to get it today, interestingly. Well, there we go then. Right. I thought it's just not going to come, is it? We're not going to get it. We're just not going to get it. It's the first pronunciation, not like how you pronounce Nike usually. So, what, Nike or Nike? Because I presume it's not actually Nike as the sponsor of the league. Although that would be kind of cool if it was, to be fair. Right. We're not going to see the budget, unfortunately. That's the real shame. But we have won the title, and because Laura's having a few issues with Elsie tonight, now that we've won the title, I think we're going to finish things up here this evening as crowned champions of Slovakia. What I'm going to do is I will play the remaining games off camera. What I'll do, actually, I'm going to rotate the team massively and just play the youth team players, essentially, try and get some match sharpness and a bit of development into those youth players for these final games of the season. And then next stream, we're going to come back early next week and we will go through the transfer window. That is what's going to be fun. Hopefully, we're going to have a ton of cash to spend on players because, as you can see, we've got £21 million in the bank account right now. 21 million in the bank. If they didn't let me spend £10 million, I don't know what they're messing around at. Hopefully we're going to see a massive upgrade in the wage budget as well. I'd like to be able to spend, over £100,000 a week. That would be fantastic. That would be really quite good. So hopefully we're going to get £10 million and £100,000 in wages. That way we can start to build the team a little more, try to bring in a few of the wonder kids and really get this team going. Of course, a striker is the one that we are looking for. That's the main position that we are trying to find at the moment. That seems to be our biggest issue because our top scorers this season are Durdov on the right hand. I mean, he's second in top scorers, to be fair, Eric Prekop as a striker. I just expect my strikers to score 20 goals at least, and he's just not done that, which is concerning. Question marks over Amar Ramadan's future as well. He's just not playing the amount of games that he should be playing for a player of his quality because we have Amara Diouf on the left-hand side. And we want to play Amara Diouf and get him playing better. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. FM26 has certainly improved a lot since launch. I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully a lot of you guys in the chat who play it regularly are as well. Right, I will see you then next week. I imagine Monday is probably going to be the next stream. But we will decide that over the weekend, and I'll let you guys know. I'll schedule the stream up on YouTube, obviously, so you know when that's going to be and stuff like that, which will be good fun. But thank you for winning the title with me this evening. Have yourselves a nice evening, and I'll speak to you all next week. Lots of love, everyone. Goodbye.